You're already clapping. You're already clapping. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Houston's own internationally acclaimed two-time author and motivational speaker extraordinaire. Give it up for the host of the Brandon Holt Show. It's Brandon Holt.
Hey everybody, we are here with Staff Sergeant William Marcus Chin from the United States Army, who is retired. Welcome, Staff Sergeant Chin, to the show.
Thank you for having me, Brandon. We've come a long way from Arlington, Texas, haven't we?
You come a long way, man. Lamar High School. And I think you were number 25, right?
Number 25 in your programs with number 1 in your heart.
Man, we got a lot of love for you and the fam, man. We go way back. I want you to know I'm encouraged. I'm inspired by your journey. I've been following you through the years, throughout the military. And one thing we have in common is we're both Dallas Cowboy fans. Let's call it off the top. Dak Prescott, he's got that fixed up. Where are we going this year?
Dak will win comeback player of the year. We'll win 12 or 13 games and go at least to the NFC Championship game. I believe that this Cowboy team, if we can stay healthy, we'll make some noise. Health is going to be a big determining factor.
So Staff Sergeant Chin, you had a full ride scholarship to North Texas University to play receiver. I remember that. Now you're a retired staff sergeant, but bro, you got kicked out of school, man. Your sophomore year.
I was 19, lure, fast money. I had a scheme going. You know, I worked at Dillard's and you give me $150, I give you a bag, you take whatever you want. And so I turned my back. Got caught. I got kicked out of school. You know, once I came back, you know, they switched me to position coaches and head coach. They moved me to defensive back. I blow my knee out, so I'm off the team again, so I can't play. And, you know, I fell into all the trappings. My story's been told a million times. You know, got hurt, couldn't return to the same level. Drugs, women, alcohol, the whole 9 yards, which ultimately led to me being, you know, me quitting football and trying to get a job because I was tired of being a broke college student at 21. I couldn't get back on the field after I got hurt. I couldn't perform. I wasn't in the school. So it was one of those things to where, you know, I had to start thinking about at 21, 22 years old, I had to start thinking about what I was going to do. I had to find a career.
Tell us about your career. What was your rank?
One of the things that determined that was that I'm a legacy. My father, my 8 uncles, my brother, my older brother, all Army. We were all in the Army. So it was always in the back of my mind that if I didn't go pro playing football, which was a likely possibility, I was going to go to the military. So that's what I did. My job in the military, I was an M1A2 SEP main battle tank commander. I've driven tanks, I loaded them, I shot them. It's the best job I ever had. I love being on the tank.
So wait a minute. So you were in the tank and you were shooting the tank. What's that like in the tank?
No one will ever know the feeling of being the baddest thing on the ground. It's undescribable. Knowing that being in war, first of all, but knowing that if anybody messes with you, they're in for a real long time. That is the most impressive piece of equipment in our arsenal, I believe.
How long did it take you to learn how to operate the tank?
I still never learned to fully operate it. It's so complex and so many levels. You know what I'm saying? I was very good at my job, but like I said, it was an ever-evolving beast.
Staff Sergeant Chin, Memorial Day weekend, you were in combat. What does it mean to you?
Memorial Day weekend is special to me just because we get to honor the fallen soldiers and my fallen brothers in arms that not only lost their lives in combat, but also lost the war to suicide.
Hmm.
We lose 2 soldiers a day due to suicide in this country. Due to numerous things, PTSD, anxiety, all of that type of stuff, mental health issues, period. And Memorial Day weekend is a great way to bring awareness to that cause. I myself lost my older brother to suicide. So it does it does hit home to me. And like I said, I've lost numerous brothers in combat. I am a Purple Heart recipient myself, almost being killed in combat. So this day means a whole lot.
So you say you're almost killed in combat.
On July 10th, 2011, I was hit with a 105 millimeter rocket during an indirect fire attack and received shrapnel all down the left side of my body. In that incident, a soldier of mine, Sergeant Stephen L. Talamontes from San Antonio, Texas, was killed in action. So let me take this moment to shout out 40 Cal Tal. We miss you, brother. Happy Memorial Day, and we'll see you on Field of Green.
What kind of programs are here that are available for our current and ex-servicemen when they come back home to try to eliminate that from happening?
Well, we have the VA, the Department of Veteran Affairs. They offer counseling and treatments for PTSD, medications, things like that. You also have VA clinics in and around the Dallas-Fort Worth area that do the same thing. Or you have the option. Myself, I live a little bit far away from a VA hospital and a VA clinic, so I use my private physician to do that. But mental health is important. It really is. We have to remove the stigma of mental illness that surrounds our soldiers, and we got to get soldiers and former soldiers to understand that, man, asking for help is not weakness; it's a sign of strength.
Everybody, we are back with Staff Sergeant William Marcus Chin and his wife, Cody. Cody, how are you?
Hi, I'm good.
Staff Sergeant Chin, you actually have a booming business.
I am a mortgage loan originator for Modi Mortgage. We have competitive rates due to the fact that we're able to choose whatever servicer is the best out there for you. So if you want to go with Chase, a Chase mortgage or a Wells Fargo mortgage or an AmeriHome mortgage, we can do that for you. We can also customize our loans to fit what you would like. So you're not trapped in a 15, a 20, 25, 30. If you want a 23-year mortgage, I can get you one. You want a 17-year mortgage, I can get you one. So we have a lot of things that's going on with our Modi Mortgage that are awesome. And all I would ask is that you just allow me the chance to earn your business. If you give me 5% of your trust, I'll earn the other 95%. So just give me a chance. We're able to give you the absolute best rate that you can get. If you could just shoot me an email at marcus.chin@modimortgage.com, and then I will send you your application link. And we can get you started, get you taken care of on your purchase or your refinance. So come talk to me. Let's see what Modi can do for you.
Don't forget to holler at Staff Sergeant William Chin. You can follow him on Instagram at
William Marcus Chin.
You can catch him on Facebook at
WM Chin.
And he's also alongside his wife, Cody. Cody, any final words?
Happy Memorial Day to those that have served and paid the ultimate sacrifice. This holiday is for them.
Hey, everybody, from my heart to yours, this is William Marcus Chin, Staff Sergeant, alongside his wife, Cody. Big Will, thanks for coming on the show. High school classmate.
Hey, no problem, Brandon. Good to see you again, brother.
Likewise, brother. Much love. Peace.
All right.
I am here with Sergeant James Cozy of the United States Air Force, Purple Heart recipient. Such an honor to have you on the show. What was your rank in the military? What role did you play?
Well, when I first went in, I was just a PFC. And then I got the rank where I made E4, and I had my own squad. We worked together as a team like we normally did, and we fought together. We loved each other.
And you said you had your own squad. What do you mean by that?
I had, I think it was 6 or 8 men in my squad.
Now, were you in combat?
Yeah,
And it was the Vietnam War?
Yes, sir.
Wow. Wow. So Memorial Day weekend, remembering just everyone who lost their lives. What does Memorial Day mean to you?
Mean you stick with your family. You love your family. And pray.
This is a very sensitive subject, and I'm hoping that by you sharing these words, somebody will be helped. What was that feeling like when you were in combat and one of your brothers fell on the battlefield?
Well, what it is, when you're in a situation like that, you treat your man that's under you as your brother.
Mhm.
You take care of him because you know he's going to take care of you.
Mhm.
And what we did, we put our thoughts together. We worked together as a team. And not one trying to beat out the other or something like that. We didn't do that.
How often do you think about your brothers who fell?
Come and go.
Hmm.
Yeah. When I get disgusted or something, that's when I think about it. And it brings back some memories.
What kind of memories?
Bad memories. Some things I shouldn't have did that I did. Some I should have did I didn't do.
Hmm.
But God gave me health and strength to try to take care of all my men. And I did.
I'm joined with the beautiful wife of Sergeant James Cozy, Miss Faye Cozy. Welcome to the show, Faye.
Thank you.
So good
Glad to be here.
glad to have you. So Memorial Day, what does it mean to you?
Memorial Day really means to me to always think of those who served and their lives that they gave up for us.
Hmm.
And we should appreciate that in so many ways, because there are some people that think that, going to the service is something that you just go for fun, but it's not fun. You go to serve your country, and that is very important. And for a person to go in, even I always think about those who are inducted in the service when they really don't want to go.
Hmm.
And I think it's important for them to always, it's very important to me to always be available so that you could serve your country, because of the fact that you get medals. There are so many benefits that you can get from being in the service.
What can you say to the family member, because you're playing a supportive role to Sergeant James Cozy?
The thing that I could say about that individual, you yourself should be, and your family should be so supportive of these people, because you have to remember that, like I said before, they have served our country, and that's very important.
Mm.
And I think they need to support in order to get through themselves, because they have nightmares and things like that.
Mm.
And it's very important that you stay close.
Sergeant Cozy and Miss Faye Cozy, you've been married for 42 years. That's a long time.
Yes,
That's a long time. So who's the better cook?
I am.
Oh, I knew that was coming. So what's the key to your happiness?
Having a good understanding and treat your wife the way you want to be treated. And you work together, not against each other, but we work together to solve problems that we have. And if we have to go to Brother Hope to help us get our problems straightened out, we will do that.
And so, Sergeant Cozy, I have to ask you, what do you love about Miss Faye the most?
Well, I love it about her attitude.
That's good. That's good. But what is it that that's been a pet peeve of yours for 42 years that you have a hard time dealing with to this day?
Well, trying to outfish her.
There you have it. Trying to outfish her. What do you love about your husband?
Well, the thing that I love about my husband is he's very understanding, and he likes to joke a lot. He likes to keep me laughing, and that's good for me because sometimes I get down, and he knows how to pick me up. And another thing is that we just love each other. We've never had any problems or anything. We talk things out so we could understand each other, what each other is going through.
Sergeant Koza, you are a Purple Heart recipient for the Vietnam War, sir. I salute you.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations, much honor and respect.
Thank you.
What is the Purple Heart Award?
That's getting hurt. That's the worst thing about it. I love my Purple Heart. I wear it on one of my caps. Proud to wear it.
How'd you get hurt?
Booby trap. You walking through the jungle, and the Viet Cong, they done tagged all this limbs and stuff on the ground, and you all of them hit one, they put a grenade there, and when you hit that grenade and knock the stem out, it's gonna blow. And that's what got me.
Where did it injure you?
My eye, my back.
And so when that happened, were you immediately taken off the field, or did you have to get back on your own?
Well, no, we always went as a pack, and whenever something happened, we all stuck together, and we helped each other to get back to the main base, and we cried too, to make sure that everybody was safe and happy. And hey, that's what I did. I ain't ashamed to say it.
So, Master Sergeant, what motivated you to join the military?
Well, Brandon, what motivated me to get started in the Air Force was that my father was in the Air Force first. Secondly, conversations I heard around it weren't so bad, and I know I wanted to get a start out in life. And one of the things that resonated in my mind was, if I go in the military, no matter what I did, I'd always have a meal, clothes on my back, and somewhere to stay until I got myself together.
And your primary job was crash rescue firefighter?
Well, we have a tagline. We call it "You crash, we dash." Basically, it was exactly that. We were the fire protection force for the base. If you can imagine an Air Force base, it's like a city with an airport, a typical city with an airport, and all the functions that make that happen. And for all the facilities, all the people, I don't care if it's from hazmat to medical emergencies to actually planes crashing or buildings catching on fire, we were the responding first responders to those incidents to mitigate the situation.
Did you ever lose any loved ones from the military?
I did lose some people, but it wasn't from any of those incidents. Even when I was a young firefighter, and I moved from being a new fire all the way up to being a fire chief over those years, and I've never lost anyone really close to me in an engagement like that. I've lost people like we all have, that were close to me, but not from any tragic situations like that.
And with it being Memorial Day weekend, what exactly does that mean to you, Master Sergeant?
One of the things I think about is this, and because I'm a very conscious person about the things that I see in our society today, my mind goes back to praying for a time when we can really all be Americans, like it's written down on the paper now, on the Constitution now. If we can all be considered Americans under that, I feel like we made some strides in our
All of
society.
the fallen servicemen and women whose family members may be watching the show tonight, what can you say to them?
Two things. One, on the surface, is this: you know, when we say yes to that call, in the back of our minds, we know that that could be a real possibility, especially some other branches of service because of what they do. And my honor and my hat is off to, because we need all branches of service for they do an awesome job. And they say where it is out on the street, the U.S. forces we're the best at it. But the thing is that kind of like Patton said, is that, you know, we don't join to go and die for our country. But the fact is, if that ultimate sacrifice comes about, I think most of us are at peace if it happens. On the other hand, to the person that's the survivors, it's not an easy task to overcome, to lose someone so honorably anyway, but just have peace in knowing that that person, they made a choice, and more than like they were at peace with that choice. And of course they hate leaving loved ones behind, but unfortunately that's the cycle of life. I just pray that if anyone is feeling distraught or anything like that, you know, is that they can take solace in knowing that the sacrifice was not ignored, and it means a lot to the country. It's a higher call.
Sergeant, are there support groups?
Absolutely. There is a myriad of services and support groups and opportunities. I think most people know that they can Google and find a lot of stuff. The thing is finding a group of people, individuals that fit you, because there are so many out there, but that don't mean all of them are for you. You have to find what brings you what you need, you know, and look more towards helping somebody else get through those tragic times, and you can find comfort and strength in your group of helping each other. Military is not for everybody. Everybody's not for the military, but the fact is, the matter is that it's not what most kids think. Most kids have, the young people, in their mind, they have a paradigm of what they think military life is like, and granted, more than like it's not like they think it is. I remember when I was recruiting, going out to the schools, you know, I passed by and the young, I ain't going to the military. I'm scared of heights. I'm not going to the Air Force. I'm scared of heights. And I don't want to fly no planes, you know, and they didn't even understand, you know, most of them probably just like me. I was colorblind and so many other things. You couldn't even, they won't even let you fly planes. So, but there are so many other opportunities available in the military. And I personally still think this way. I think every young person, upon graduating high school, for about a 3-year period, that time when they go through a lot of what am I going to do, that 3 to 4 year period, I think a stint in the military, whatever branch you prefer, if you could, it would do them well. Because it's a great time to find yourself, find a career opportunity, travel, do some stuff, and get out of your normal circle.
And you also are a professional singer. You have had the opportunity to sing at professional sports games, weddings, retirement celebrations, funerals. Did you sing in the military?
No, I was singing before I joined the military, but while in the military, it was great. And that's one thing I liked about the military. It's not just about a job. It's actually a lifestyle, a way of life. And I got an opportunity to sing with some really gifted and talented people and do some things that, man.
But Master Sergeant, we want to know, can you sing? We want to know, can you sing?
They say I do okay. So I think knowing you, I know you're headed towards something with that.
Master Sergeant, it's Memorial Day weekend, and we'd like for you to sing a solo. Encourage someone. Everybody, this is Master Sergeant Steve Adams, United States Air Force recruiter, signing off on the Brandon Holt Show. He's going to take us out with the song.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost. Whoa, but now I'm so glad I'm found. Was blind, but now I can see. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.